Hooray. Not everything is terrible. Most things are terrible, but not everything is terrible. Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Now, shock horror. I've actually done some research for the first time in my life. I have discovered, roughly, where the oil is usually found. Oil is found in an oil biome, which is apparently near the very bottom of the map, just above something called the volcanic biome, which sounds lovely. I can't wait to get down there. I imagine that's going to be a lovely, cool, chilly place that we'll discover and will beautifully cool all of our base. It's all going to be wonderful. Oh gosh, it's not going to happen, is it? Anyway, yes. So basically, we need to go down, and I'm not really very enthused by that concept because if we look at the germ overlay, there's a lot of germs over here. There's not lots of germs over here, however. They are up here, but they're okay, so this actually isn't quite as bad as I thought. If we focus on this area, it shouldn't be too bad in terms of germs. What about in terms of heat? This is a bit warmer. This is relatively cool. This is also a bit warmer. Okay, what's this? This is sedimentary rock. I was rather hoping that would be ice. But no, it doesn't seem to be that way. Why is this so cold? Why is that so cold? That is weird. There's no ice up here, is there? No. Okay, never mind. I don't think we've got any ice at the minute. But yeah, I think if we go down to the oil area, we can get oil, which gives us plastic, and it gives us oil power production. And I want the plastic because the plastic will allow us to build... What does it allow us to build? It allows us to build this, which gives us plastic. The hydrogen generator, however, doesn't need plastic. And hydrogen generator produces decor. Why does it produce decor? Oh no, it doesn't. It reduces decor by 15%. That's just the effect of the... Never mind. I'm being immoral. As usual. So there isn't a massive amount of hydrogen here. There's 1,000 grams per square. Does this say how many grams it uses? It uses 100 grams a second. So that's like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so by my calculations, we could get about 10 minutes of power production out of this. Yes, that did involve me counting each individual square, because I'm just that root 1. I think we could get about 10 minutes of production, of power production out of here, if we could build a hydrogen plant, a hydrogen power plant in there, which would give us a good temporary solution, I think. A good temporary solution for the time being. And we can access other areas. There's quite a lot over here, or a fair amount over here. It's just annoying because the hydrogen generator has to be planted within the area. I suppose we could build it in a normal area and then pump the hydrogen into it, but I think it would be easier to build multiple ones and just place them wherever is more convenient. So let's see if I can get back into the swing of things. No. When I said swing, I didn't mean just go off in any which way direction you fancy. Okay, so we're going to need to make a sort of... we're going to make... I don't know. I don't quite know how I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this by a lot of panicking, is what I think I'm going to do. Let's also have another door there. I don't think putting 2 airlocks in is actually going to help much. I'm just concerned about this. Actually, I'm not going to put the door there. I'm going to put the door slightly closer. There we are, because I don't want to accidentally bust into here. I want to keep this completely contained, not let the hydrogen get out, because if the hydrogen gets out, we'll lose the whole purpose of going in there in the first place. And the only other alternative would be to just go in and build a gas pump. But I don't want to build a gas pump, I want to just put the hydrogen generator in. So if we put our hydrogen generator, it's a little bigger than I was expecting, but it would fit there. We've got to remove those plants, but it would fit there. And then we just need to build a cable to connect wire. Yeah, we just build a connection all the way along here to the hydrogen generator, and then that would give us power for a while. It doesn't use anything else. Does it have any outputs? Produces power, produces a little bit of heat. How does that compare to the coal generator? Wow, that's almost half the coal generation. What about the... So the steam pipe produces slightly more power than the hydrogen generator, but the same amount of heat. But steam that doesn't overheat forever, basically, because that's 1,000 degrees, at which point I think the floors would be melting if we'd reach 1,000 degrees. So I'm actually quite enthused by these concepts. Right, okay, so we need to get on and do all of this. I should probably prioritise this up a bit. Just put that on at 6. So how's everything else going? Not brilliantly, because we're not actually getting on with all of this, are we? Yes, plant that, and copy the setting, and put it in all of these. Just why did I have to build this area slightly too short? Why do I make these decisions that screw me over infinitely and constantly? I also want to build out over this way a little bit. And so how tall are these? These are 4 tall. So if we then build up again here, that'll give us access to more metal, which I think is going to end up being quite vital. I've also realised we should have put some down there ages ago, but we never did. Probably because I'm a twit. Okay, I also thought it might be a good idea to put... sorry, I'm just like trying to catch little mistakes that I made, that I noticed while I was editing the last 2 episodes, because we've got the polluted oxygen in here, right? Which isn't good, and it's seeping out every time they open this door. So the point of this door here is to contain the polluted oxygen, but there's no point in containing it if we're not doing anything with it. We need to get rid of it, ideally. So what I want to do is I want to put a deodorizer in there when we get rid of these ladders, so that we can then start getting rid of that polluted oxygen sooner rather than later. Okay, good. This is getting on. I should probably lay the cable as well, shouldn't I? Thinking about it. That'd be a good idea. Hang on a minute. No. What's the... Maximum power, 1,000. Good. Okay, I should wanted to make sure I wasn't building a cable that was going to be immediately overpowered by the generators. Because these steam turbines, if I connected, say, 2 of these steam turbines to the same cable, that would immediately break it, because the cables can only take 1,000 until I upgrade to the better cables, which require some more complicated materials. Okay, so we'll get rid of that as well. So yeah, we need to go down, and I think if we go down sort of here, that'll get us access to a bit of extra coal, some more metal, bring us pretty close to this additional source of hydrogen, give us access to this body of water, which we could pump up here maybe. We could deepen this a little bit. We could deepen this reservoir and pump that up there perhaps. There's lots of opportunity here. There's also a lot of opportunity to violently and horrifically screw up everything, but that is that is me we're talking about, so that honestly shouldn't surprise you. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Because I don't just want to go down there, because that's going to completely destroy this. Unless we built a quick pump and just pump that out into here, we could do that. Yeah, I think we should just drain this water supply, because it's not really being very useful to us. Okay, so how am I going to do this? The answer to that is probably in a jump cut, because it's not very interesting watching a man lay down a pump. Mind you, what on my channel is interesting to watch. It's alright, you can stop listing stuff now, I get the point, thank you. Can't even find the pump now. Where's the pump? Here's the pump. Right. Oh gosh, honestly. Literally anything happens in my life and immediately I completely forget how to do everything. We could link it up there, but that's a very long-winded way of doing it. I'd rather have like an infrastructure that we can then expand upon to then take advantage of this. So what I think we're going to do is... where's the tiles? Here's the tiles, right. We'll put the tiles there. Set all of that to dig out. They can't reach that though, can they? Yeah, that's an unreachable dig. That's annoying. Never mind, we'll have to cancel that piece and deconstruct that piece and then put another pipe in here. New pipe. There we go. There we are. Oh, they can reach that. Oh, so when you said that was an unreachable dig, you were just lying through your face. Of course you were. Of course you were. Of course you were. This is these people we're talking about here. Right, how did that bottle of water get there? Did that fall through the floor? We've got holes in the floor. This isn't good. Okay, so we're still waiting on that pipe. We're not in massive need of power. Power isn't a massive problem. But if I've learned anything from playing this game, it's that you do not solve a problem when you have a problem. You solve a problem about a year before you have a problem. And I haven't connected this to the power. Gosh. I am not very bright. I don't know why I always forget these things. I really oughtn't to. I really ought to just use my brain and figure things out. But I never do. I never use my brain. Right. Have we got a skill point? Yeah, 2 skill points with these moralistic folk. Wow, everyone's got huge amounts of morale. I don't know what it is that I'm doing that's better than last time, because I remember previously morale was a huge problem. I don't quite know what it is that I'm doing that's not causing massive problems to that right now. That gives you +2 strength. Thinking about it. Is anybody interested in field researching? Yes, Abe, our wonderful researcher. I think it would be good for him to get the geographical analysis perk, or skill, or whatever under the sun this is, because I think you need to conduct geographical analyses on the naturally occurring bits and bobs in order to actually make use of them. Because we had to do that with the natural gas geyser that we discovered. I remember having to do that, and there was also like a saltwater geyser as well that was tossing out water that I wanted to. I really, really wish someone would just go and finish that so that they could, get on with their lives. But never mind. In fact, actually, I was just going to say if we knew I could prioritise, and then I suddenly realised that I can, but I don't because I'm stupid. I'm actually really glad I didn't build a floor in here, because that's going to make it a right pain. That would have made it a right pain even if we'd had a floor there, because we wouldn't be able to expand this quite as easily. Right, come on, just finish that pipe off. Yeah, I think we're going to need a geographical analysis in order to actually make use of the oil well, assuming it operates in the same manner that everything else operates in. So that will come in handy later. Right. Is this working? Pipe blocked. Why? Oh, because you have built the pipe in the bed. Sorry, I'm jumping the gun again, aren't I? Okay. Just give him a bit of time. Just give him a bit of time to get on with a bit of work. Good, and the majority of this sweeping has been done as well, so is it purely the decor? It could just be the decor, if I could ever find the decor overlay. Because this area is nicely decored, which is where they're sleeping and they're showering. This area is decently decored, where they're eating. Ah yes, and Abe's wonderful suit that's creating decor. Why do plants not increase the decor? Why is that? Positive value tiles. Why do the algae terrariums reduce the decor? Why? They're plants. I thought people liked plants. I thought plants were nice. They're giving life-giving oxygen, and they're green amongst this infinitesimal void of brown. You'd think people would like them. But no. Seemingly not. Are we not doing any research? I don't think we are. Let us find something exciting and thrilling to research, and by that I mean a new device that we can use to kill ourselves with. What about the ore refinery? I think that would be useful, because here we are smelting. This sounds about right. Produces refined metal from raw metal ore. Significantly heat. Oh gosh, I hate heating things. But yeah, we're going to need this, because our fabled steam production, which I have no guarantee is going to work, our fabled steam production requires refined metal. I think the better cable does as well, doesn't it? Heavy watt wire? No, that requires standard stuff. Oh, conductive wire, is that it? Yes, refined metals have yet to be discovered. Yes, that's the stuff. That's twice as capable. Yes, we're definitely going to need that at a later point. A hatchling. We've got many hatches already. You're good at agriculture. You're an ugly crier. Okay, that's not too bad. I don't have space for another bed, which is a serious problem, which I never even considered, which is amazingly stupid of me, but never mind. You've got good machinery. 70% machinery operation speed. You're germ resistant. But no, No, if I get another person, it's going to screw everything up. Because right now I think we have an acceptable balance of stuff. Oh, Abe, 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 my favourite Abe. Why are you not happy, my friend? You're sopping wet. You've popped eardrums. Oh, blast. Do I have a pressure overlay? A pressure overlay would be amazingly useful. I don't think I've got one. Do I? No, I don't. Oh, blast. Yeah, let me look at our oxygen production, but I think, shock horror, we might be producing too much oxygen. Yes, we're producing about twice as much oxygen as we've got at the minute, as we're consuming at the minute. So this was an amazingly stupid thing to do. But never mind. I'll disable 4 of these. No, 5 of them. No, not you. I don't want to disable a person. That's a horrible thing to do. Let me just disable some of these, because if there's too much oxygen, the pressure will get too high, and overpressuring is a huge problem because it means you can't do any gas movements. But anyway, at last we have got this sorted out, I think. At last, this pipe. Yes! Good, 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 good. So this is going to pump this clean water into here, and it's going to move this, and we're going to drain this area that we don't need and we don't want. We're going to get this all sorted out. They haven't got the cables done yet, but okay. That's rather annoying. The sooner they get the cables done, the sooner they can get off this accursed manual generator. Yeah, so this manual generator produces 400. And the hydrogen generator generates twice as much. And it generates it without any personal input, if that makes any sense. So, good. We'll give them a bit of time to get that done. In the meantime, I want to deepen this a little. I need to build a bit of tiling. I don't want to deepen this massively, but I think like that much. I think that much would be enough. In fact, I'm not going to bother putting that bit in, because if there was no need to do it previously, there's no need to do it now. I want to get rid of all of that and put a ladder down all the way down to the bottom, because I think this will be beneficial to us. It is going to be a problem because they're going to be digging in there, which means they're going to be sopping wet all the time. I really wish they'd just go for a shower afterwards. I really do wish they'd do that, but they don't. Did we get research done? Yes, we did. We did brute force refinery, which allows us to fire clay to produce ceramic. I didn't know ceramic was a thing we could make. I didn't even know that clay was a thing that was in the game. Inefficiently produces refined metals, or refined materials. That might work, but it says inefficiently. I don't like the sound of that. Rock crusher. Does this talk about what? Loosen nuggets from raw ore, many different resources. Sounds about right. But I don't like the sound of it. By any stretch of the imagination, I do not like the sound of being inefficient. I want something efficient. But it's probably still going to produce just as many negative outputs as everything else. But okay. I'm just going to let them run for a minute, because I've given them a number of jobs, and we just need to let them run, I think. We still can't mop this, though, can we? No. Of course not. So, I think we drain this water out of here. We then come down here, in this middle bit here. Not through here, because I think this indigenous rock... Does it say... No, I don't think it says whether it's hard rock or not, whether it requires the hard digging skill. Oh gosh, the power. The power and the complete lack of it. What a pain in the butt. Oh, iron ore. Oh, I'd forgotten iron was a thing. You don't just have to make stuff out of copper, there are other options. I'd forgotten about them. Anyway. Does that give us the opportunity to make these? Yes, it does. These fire poles. Because these fire poles are quite useful because they reduce commuting time by allowing people to go down. And I haven't built in a manner that's conducive to that because I haven't done this very sensibly. Oh, gosh. I can build one here. I could definitely build one here. I can't really build ones in the middle where we're in desperate need of them. But I could definitely build one going down. So yeah, that's not the end of the world. It's nearly the end of the world, but it's not the end of the world. Maybe I should give somebody the fundamentals in art. But at the same time, I kind of think that no. I kind of think that no. Yeah, I kind of think we have bigger problems on our hands than art. Like, for example, why this is taking so long to drain the water. But never mind, this might just be a bit of a slow progression, I suppose. The slow bit. Some 6. I don't want to tear them away from just normal jobs is the problem. Right, okay, so we've almost got all of the cable that we need, so there's no point sitting around any longer. We really need to get on with this a bit. So how am I going to do this? I'm going to want the thing here, which means we're going to need to dig out that square, and that square. And then we're going to need to uproot everything here. Are you aggressive? Are you aggressive? Idle. Just enjoying life, you know? Ah, isn't that lovely? Happy, in high spirits, because all of its needs are being met. Well, that's nature for you. It doesn't say... Oh, non-hostile creatures that graze upon living mealwood plants. Oh, sorry. I think I'm going to kill the thing that you live on, aren't I? I think I'm going to do that. I really ought to be sorry about that, but somehow I'm not. Right, what's this? Blocks liquid and gas flow, maintaining pressure. Oh, maintaining pressure, you say. That could come in handy at a later date, but to be honest with you, we've been researching for so long that Abe and whoever the other researcher is have been so busy doing that they haven't been able to get anything else done. So it's more than enough of that, I think. Right, so we get this cut through, and we'll uproot these plants. We'll build the hydrogen generator, which is going to go there. So we're going to need the cable to come up from there. So we'll build a slight extension of the cable like that. We'll put all of this on a priority of 7. There we go. And then hopefully we can get this done and nobody will need to run this thing anymore. For 10 minutes, that is. And I've just realised that this episode has taken us 30 minutes to do so far, which means it's only going to be a third of the progress we've done today. This isn't going to go well, is it? Thinking about it. Chlorine! Oh, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. There's chlorine in there already, is there? And some of the hydrogen seems to already be draining out. Wonderful stuff, wonderful stuff. This was a terrible idea. But never mind, what does it matter? Let's just build that. Put that on priority of 7. That's priority of 7. And kindly never go back in there. Okay, it doesn't look like much stuff has seeped out though. Right? It looks like something down here has been dropped. Are you still happy? I feel like you're not happy anymore. That's because I clicked on the gas. But no, you seem perfectly happy now. Okay, please just tell me this doesn't need any operation. Please tell me this is an automated machine that just works like the pumps. Please. Please tell me somebody doesn't need to stand in there and use it the whole time, because that isn't going to go well. Unless they give them like some sort of space suit or something, which I'm sure exists in the game. I think you can even go on like space missions. You can like build a rocket ship pad at the top, because if you get all the way to the top, I think you find space. So I think if you get all the way up to the top, you can build like a rocket ship pad, and you can send duplicates off on missions to find like special resources and special samples that you can analyze to do stuff. But that's like for all the really complicated stuff down here. Like, yeah, like here we are. Yes, stuff, complicated stuff that frankly is just scaring me to even look at it. But okay, this will at least be... Hang on. Why is this brown? Why is this brown? Is that a really heavy build-up of carbon dioxide? Yeah, that's like 1,800 grams of it. But that's like 2,000 grams of it. Oh no, that's 1,200 grams of it. Oh, I see. So our carbon dioxide is really building up. That isn't good. And I don't think I have anything that really uses carbon dioxide apart from some of these plants. Do they use... No, they don't use it, do they? Oh no, they do remove some carbon dioxide. Yeah, they do reduce some carbon dioxide. What? Hang on a second. Additional states. Carbon dioxide liquid? Really? Oh. Tends to sink below other gases. Oh, that question that I've been asking for literally months on end has finally been answered by me actually reading the tutorial. Right. Oh, yes. I don't even care who the other people are. I don't care. I want a pipsqueak, because those little pipsqueaks are absolutely adorable. There is so much junk here from stuff that I've brought in and never ended up using. I love the little pipsqueaks. They're adorable. Do they increase the decor? I get the distinct impression that they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They increase the decor by 10 points. Excellent. We've now got a little decor increasing friend. Okay, that's nearly finished. That's going to be massively underwhelming because we're going to need an awful lot more hydrogen. What I ideally want is like a circulatory system where I've got like a perpetual motion machine. I want something. I want A to cause B, which causes A. I want something that produces hydrogen. No gas intake. Give me strength. Of course you need a gas intake. Of course. This thing wouldn't just be fitted with... Yeah. This thing wouldn't just be fitted with the gas intake on it anyway, would it? Right. Must be immersed in gas. Yes. Where can I build this? Must build an unoccupied space. Is it too? Yeah, it needs to. Give me strength. It seems like the hydrogen's going up, so I'm probably going to have to put it right at the top, which is a right pain in my bum. But for the time being, I'm going to pretend like that's not the self-evident situation, and we're just going to put the gas pipe up like that. Okay, right, giddy on. This project is turning out to be a lot more costly than I imagined. What are these? I haven't got a clue. Okay, right. So that'll get at the hydrogen into it. I thought that's what this thing was. I thought this thing was like an intake for it. I don't know. Why did I assume it would naturally have an intake? Why did I assume that somebody would design a machine and design it competently? If I can't run a colony competently, then why under the sun would anybody be able to develop a machine competently? Okay, right, it's very nearly finished though. Very nearly finished. Okay, this is going to work. No! Because that needs power as well. Oh, whoop-de freaking doodle. Oh, for crying out loud, I could cry. And that is going to take 240 of the 800 watts that this thing is producing. Why did I bother? Why did I freaking bother? Oh my giddy aunt. And I need to set the priority on that up as well, don't I? So that means that net, this is only going to be producing, what, 560? Which is only slightly more than this? Giddy aunt. Right. Produce stuff. Is that how hydrogen... Is that how hydrogen... power production works? You just turn it into a big pump and then you do that. Is this getting damaged because it's bringing in just whatever this is? Little bits of oxygen. Is that why it's getting damaged? Should I build an air filter on this? Probably should have built an air filter on this, shouldn't I? Can I see what it's got in it or anything? Properties? I haven't got a clue. What? Repair errand? Oh, half the hydrogen's already gone and we've barely even freaking done anything. Oh gosh. Why did I bother? Why did I bother with this stupid project that I knew was never going to work? Why did I do this to myself? Yeah, wrong element. Yes. I am very annoyed. Yeah, so you need this. Yeah, see that's pumping in oxygen. Yep, and it's getting horribly damaged because no one's going to turn it off because everyone is asleep. Oh my giddy freaking aunt. I just don't know what to do. I just don't know how to solve this problem. I don't know how to solve this accursed power problem. I don't want to resort to coal. I think coal is a natural stepping stone. Because there is such a large volume of coal, I think the idea is that you do use coal, but you use it as a stopgap to get you off manual generation and then move you up. Or to facilitate you while you move up to the more advanced methods. But I just can't find them right now. Why? If it just wasn't for the accursed plastic requirement, if it just wasn't for the plastic requirement, everything would be fine. But no. Mr. Hoity-toity steam production had to require plastics. Kitty. There was me trying to be all clean. All clean and modern and efficient and not use any carbon dioxide generating power production. But no. We had to deal with all this rubbish. Okay, right, this is finished now. We can now deconstruct this pipe because this is finished. This pump, even. Right. We can get rid of this. We can come down into this part of the base. We can actually cancel all of this now because we can do this. Oh, no, we can't because we don't want to go through the chlorine. So that was a complete waste of my time, wasn't it? Right. Right. Okay, we have at least managed to successfully achieve something, and we've managed to get rid of this accursed... The stupid water source thing. I don't know. I don't have words anymore. Just chased off. Actually, no, not there. We need to go one further across. Let's at least try and find the oil biome. We could just find the oil biome. That might be enough. Because I just hate doing episodes and not making any progress. Because we've attempted to get the hydrogen production, but it's just gone utterly, categorically hydrogen up. Not gone the correct way. Why can't hydrogen go down? Why does hydrogen have to be so light and fluffy? Can I, like, just find everything here? Not really. Hydrogen is the universe's most common and atomically light element in a gaseous state. When you say atomically light, do you mean it goes up? I don't really know what atomically light means. To be honest with you, I barely even grasp the concept of an atom. There are lots of pockets of hydrogen. I just don't know how to access them without it all seeping out like it did over here. Or more importantly, what it seems to be actually, I think, is more a matter of the oxygen seeping in. We have another skill point though, but we can't give it to you because your morale has gone down because everyone's working in horrible environments where there's no oxygen and everything's sopping wet. It also strikes me I never built them any fridges. I really ought to have done that ages ago. I really ought to have made some fridges and some mess tables. Where's the fridges? Temp shift plug. What on earth is this? Accelerates or buffers heat dispersal based on construction material use. There's a small area of effect. What the hell are you talking about, man? Fridges. I've researched the fridges. I distinctly remember looking at the fridges in the research skill and in the research tree, and then noticing in editing that I didn't finish it. Yes, we never actually bothered researching the fridges. That's why I never built them any fridges, because I didn't have one to build. Kitty. Oh, okay, here we go. Right. Now, how do I do this? Output all liquids. This output, I just want you to output... Seriously, liquid gold, liquid mat. Do you honestly think this is? Do you honestly think we're going to do that? Okay, right. Where's water? Down here at the bottom. Why is water at the bottom? Okay, now this. Get it on. See, in some like working cultures, they like to say like ambition equals success. With me, ambition equals disaster, or ambition precedes disaster, because. What I want to do is to drain the good, clean water. Well, the non-polluted water is still full of germs. It's got 250,000 germs in it. But I want to get this water out of here and pop it in here. So what I'm doing is I'm temporarily building a filter here to try and pull the clean water into this filter. And then, if I could show you the pipes, which I don't know how to do, see, we've got pipes along here, assuming it doesn't go up there, which it shouldn't do, but my hope is that the clean water will come into the pump, go up here, into this filter, the bad water will be pushed out of here, and the good water will come up into this pipe, and then be dropped in here. So how did that polluted water get in there? That polluted water is going to contaminate everything else. Gosh. I could cry, I won't cry. Cry immediately, but I won't. But I'm hoping that that will at least reduce one tiny problem. that we've got going on so that I can feel like I've achieved something in this episode? Right, is this going to work? No! No, 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 no! Oh, for crying out bloody hell. Oh, stop standing around celebrating when everything's going wrong. Right, remember what I said about ambitious equaling disaster? Where's the plumbing overlay, for crying out loud? Right. Somehow, this stupid machine is outputting the wrong thing. Oh, that's why. Because I've connected it up to the wrong pipes. Right, okay. Okay, I think I've changed it round, and now, maybe, if we're lucky, polluted water's coming out of there, is clean water coming out of here? Yes, it is. Right. Crying out loud. Great, and I'm going to have to build the entire system again right over here to get rid of this polluted water. But never mind. Cry, I could cry. I could also cry about this stupid liquid that won't go anywhere. Right. I'm going to have to get rid of, like, this much of it. I'm going to have to, like, get rid of this so that it, like, seeps down. Because this is just driving me insane. That this stupid water is just slightly too deep. And now we've no power. Oh, gosh. This is why I stopped playing this game, right? This is the precise reason why I stopped playing this game, because it is such a royal pain in the arse. Such a royal pain playing this game, because everything goes wrong for me, and I don't know why, right? Because I'm not trying to do anything wrong. I'm trying to do things correctly, but for some reason, me and this game just cannot communicate about how things operate. Like, even this stupid filter, I cannot... Without everything going wrong and trial and error, I cannot figure out the correct way of setting stuff up. And I always forget really logical, basic things like pumps needing water, the pumps needing power. I'm not trying to make mistakes. I'm not trying to be a moron. I just seem to be inherently a moron. Right. Please, please, just drain this freaking water. Right, some of it can be gotten rid of now. Some of it can be gotten rid of. See, this is the problem, is that when none of it can be gotten rid of, nothing changes. When some of it can be gotten rid of, that then allows a little bit more space to appear. It then allows a little bit of the water to flow, which means a little bit more of it can be gotten rid of. Oh my giddy aunt, you know what I've just realised? Why did I've got airflow tiles here, right? Which means the CO2 produced by the coal generator, which I just admitted defeat and constructed, or set to construct, means the CO2 is going to go up. And I highly doubt the water is going to stop CO2 from moving. It might do, it might magically prevent. Gas might not be able to move through water, but somehow I doubt it. And then, so we needed the airflow tiles here because we needed the steam to move up to the steam generators. Why did I put airflow tiles in here? Because that means the CO2 will go up and potentially mix with the steam. And now I can't get rid of this, because if I do get rid of it, all the water's going to go down. Why did I do that? I'll tell you why I did it, because I'm an absolute freaking idiot, that's why. I need something that lets the temperature through but doesn't let the gas through. So not an insulated tile. Just normal tile. Just normal tile would have been fine. Normal tile would have been fine. But no, I had to faff around with all this crazy stuff. Of course I did. Cry out loud. I'm going to have to deconstruct all of these tiles and build a new set of tiles over it. Then we're going to have to deconstruct these tiles and then construct the coal generator. And then move the coal in there. Oh, and we got that research done, and I never bothered making it. I suppose the logical place to put it would be next to the food generator. That would be logical, right? That's what someone with a brain would do. If only I had one. They can reach these guys. Yeah, of course they can. No, they can't, because See what I mean? See what I mean? About me being a moron? I'm just trying to fix this floor problem so that we can actually build a coal generator without it causing us enormous problems. That's all I'm trying to do. Literally all I'm trying to do, and I can't even rationalise the fact that they can't even access it, because the one airflow tile they've built up here, which still isn't of any use to us, because we still can't make the steam generators, because we still haven't got any plastic, because we still haven't found an oil well. The one tile that's there is the one tile that's preventing them from actually getting in here. Right, now that they've broken all of that down, they can put this in. Oh good, and a narcoleptic attack has stopped the finishing of this machine. But never mind. Our red-haired saviour has come along and saved the day. Okay. Right. Now. This. Not that. This. Here we are. Everything. Everything that can be put in a fridge, put it in a fridge. Okay, so we've got a fridge now, which allows them to refrigerate their food, which I think should stop as much food going bad. I don't have any information to suggest that there's food going bad. Removed. Yeah, that's just stuff eaten. I don't think anything is actually getting lost at the moment, which is great, but we have got a fridge there so that everything's getting nice and chilled. Okay, brilliant. We now have a coal generator going, which means we can stop using this cursed thing. Disable this button. There we go. Okay, so I know that this isn't exactly what we planned. I know this isn't what we promised. This is going great. I must say, this is just going round and round in a circle and not actually doing anything, is it? This plan didn't work. Yep, because the only thing that this is bringing in is more polluted water. What? Disable disinfect. No, deconstruct this stupid thing. Great. So my plan to pump the water out of here hasn't worked. That plan failed miserably. The hydrogen plan failed miserably. The coming down here in order to find an oil biome failed miserably. My attempt to build the fridge worked. We built the fridge correctly. Yeah. That's the only thing that's worked today. It's literally the only thing that worked. Right, I'm gonna set this back up to the way it was before, because this project has worked about as well as a jelly pickaxe and a diamond up mine. I'm also gonna get rid of you, because frankly you are driving me up the wall. That's better, because these guys are starting to come down from here. And while they were living up there, I didn't have a problem with them, but they're gonna get in here and disturb the sleep, which is gonna drive me up the wall. So, I am not entirely sure what to do. Right, I'm really not convinced how to progress, because the hydrogen power production, yeah, hydrogen does go up. It seemed so simple. It seemed so straightforward and so logical, and so yes, absolutely, this is what we're going to do. It seemed perfect, and yet it didn't go perfectly. It went absolutely terribly, because we just opened this place up in order to get access to it, and half the hydrogen went away. And even then, I forgot that we needed a filter. I'm not very good at this game. I think that is self-evident, but I'm really, honestly not very good at this game. But never mind any of that. I am going to fix. We're going to stop the episode. We're going to fix this problem. I know we got basically nothing done in this episode, and for that I sincerely apologise. But I'm going to fix this problem, and then I'm going to sit here for a while, and I'm going to think. I'm going to find a solution to our problems, and then we're going to start executing it. Okay? Okay. Right, this video hasn't been okay, but never mind. So, that's enough for this episode. I'm so sorry that basically nothing got done. But in the next episode, I'm going to try and make some more progress. Maybe I'm not meant to make this much progress per hour. Maybe it's meant to be a slower game. I don't know. Please be something vitally useful. No, another hatchling. I don't want any more hatchlings. We've got like 50 million of the things. What do they even do? Like, what's their diet? Not that. Digestion. Digestion, everything under the sun. Brilliant. They're already eating all our wonderfully valuable resources for all I know. But anyway, that's enough for this episode. Thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look after each other and good night.